What's good, everybody? It's your boy JSenpaiX4 here, and I don't know how I didn't do it right after this series finished, but I guess since it's the end of the year, we're getting close to the 2021 mark, even though that year is probably going to be just as bad. We're going to do a versus on the most legendary series that came out this year, which is Interspecies Reviewer. And honestly, I seriously don't know how I didn't do this one, with there was so much good episodes and so many times where I was just like, yeah, I'm ready to see what's gonna happen next, and I'm ready to see and actually hyped and anticipating what's going to come up. And I yet have not done a versus on that series, and it's absolutely whack. And also, this is gonna be the last anime versus of the year. Let's get into it. Okay, so first of all, we need to talk about the stuff around this anime, because this anime was so good, so cultured, it was almost banned in freaking Japan. Like, okay, it wasn't banned, but it was like not broadcasting. It almost did not broadcast on any type of like TV, and understandably so. There is a lot of content here that is pretty hefty. I mean, it made Shimonetsu, Monster Musume, High School DxD, and all the other shows that show stuff absolutely say, huh, that's cute. Now let's show you what a bird girl can do. Like, that's literally what Interspecies Reviewer did. They took all those shows, threw them out the window, and said, here's an actual hentai that you're gonna watch. Here you go, and let's just call it an anime. Honestly, I would pay to see a hentai Interspecies Reviewer. And you already know who I'm trying to see. Anyway, this series was pretty much infamous or famous, whichever you desire to call it. It's no matter what happens, this year it was a really big thing. And not just because of what happened on my anime list getting #1 spot, overthrowing Full Metal Alchemist, which is a funny ass sight to see. Nah, it's not just that, but it's also for what it was. It's literally a group of guys going to different brothels, rating different monster girls by having sex with them. It's literally the dumbest concept for a show, and it works so well. For me, this show broadened my horizons of what a monster girl can actually be and do. Like, I didn't know what a salamander girl was. I didn't know that thing even existed, but it happened to exist, and it's absolutely great. I didn't know that you could have low tier demon girls to all of them be in one room, and then potentially body you if you ain't have enough endurance to survive the hordes of sexual pleasure that comes from them, even though you're gonna die in the end of it, really, without any type of protection. Like, I didn't know any of this stuff existed. I didn't know egg-laying was the most amazing thing ever when it comes to certain species. Like, I didn't know any of that was like a thing, but Interspecies Reviewer showed me that was a thing. And honestly, I just like shows that have done similar concepts, especially with the egg-laying part, because if you've seen Monster Musume, you must have seen Poppy try to give up an egg, right? You must have seen that cutscene of when she was just like about to release the egg onto the floor. Like, we already see it, but Interspecies Reviewer says, hey, we're gonna make that scene and then plus add some more stuff into it and make it nuclear good and make it absolutely amazing. And guess what they did? They made it absolutely amazing. Metari literally gave up 3 eggs straight from the can, and then literally just said, oh man, I gotta do 3, and I'm just like, this is the greatest thing. So yeah, absolutely, they ramp up everything. And they even went to people we didn't even ask for. Like, if you're curious, skeletons, I guess. And then mushrooms and fungus and stuff. And then fairies and pixies. It's weird. It's a bunch of weird stuff. And yet, it's the greatest thing of all time. And then, especially the wizard, who is literally this hot ass mage who literally just made clones of herself for everyone to just play around with for just do basically whatever they wanted, and literally was the most 10 out of 10 place. It was quite literally the most 10 out of 10 place. Like, yeah, we got cat girls, that's cool. We got our cowgirls, also cool. Honestly, I'll take any of those two. But, you know, Wizardry did more than that. She was absolutely on some Harry Potter stuff. So, like, she was on her platform 9 and something quarters. Like, she was Harry Potter. Like, she was the female Harry Potter and a dirty version of that as well. She said, my coochie is the Hogwarts Express. Everybody finna get on because I'm about to make sure you get off. Like, that's how it was. Honestly, with the stuff that Interspecies Reviewer did, it's gonna be very hard for another series to pull something off like this, which shouldn't be too much longer, considering next year we're getting Worlds in Harem as an anime adaptation, so we're gonna see a lot of boobage in that, so that's gonna be absolutely great. Although it's probably not gonna be on the same level as Interspecies Reviewer. When it comes down to it, Interspecies Reviewer, while it may not have like the most great art design, because a lot of the designs could be a little bit better, it's still something that I feel like people will remember this. If anything this year, when it comes to anime, you will remember 2020, oh yeah, Interspecies Reviewer. That's the one way you're gonna remember this anime. Because really, Interspecies Reviewer didn't have that much competition. But with its weirdly compelling story, not even compelling, just lootful story, and somewhat cool characters like Krim and the elf boy. But speaking more of Krim, because I didn't know what the hell Krim was at first. I'll be 100% honest. I was like, can we like smash Krim, or is that a no-go because he had both parts? So what happened here? And he has, and she has a boob. What is it okay to smash or not? Like, I was kind of confused when it comes to Crown. I'm not gonna lie, I'm still confused. But and then you got the waifu of the year. Like, she may not be the thickest waifu, she's like second thickest, but waifu of the year, I don't care what anybody says, Metari, who is just absolutely queen. The best episode besides the wizard one, and besides the dungeon roleplay one, I would probably, in episode 2, I believe, when they went to that demon room place type beat thing, besides all that, the one good couple of scenes, the one good episode, or at least 2 scenes, was when they smashed a doll that looked exactly like Metari, and pretty much had sex with Metari. Not really, but kinda did. And then the other episode was for Eggling. That was the 2 top tier moments of that show for me personally. I was like, yes, Lady Eggs down. Just because it's so stupid that it's good, and just because it's so amazing when it comes to almost not be able to broadcast and be legendary like that. Realistically, this show is like, when it comes to concept, story, and all that, this show is like a 7. A 7 out of 10 for the average person. But for me, this is just as good as Code Geass. This is a 10 out of 10. I'm sorry. This is a 10 out of 10 anime. There's no way you can say it's not a 10 out of 10. It literally almost not broadcasted. It was so lewd that Funimation even stopped it until the Blu-ray came over and someone else started releasing the Blu-ray. So hopefully that would give the creator some idea in mind to make another season. And then literally, it was just a fun ride. It was such a fun ride and such a memey ride that you could absolutely love it. Honestly, there is no better anime this year than Interspecies Reviewer. Interspecies Reviewer is a 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, doesn't matter. It is absolutely the king of anime for this year. And Metari is the queen of all waifus of this year as well. Honestly, I would pay a good amount of money just to see a good sex scene with Metari. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda wanna see it. Also, that wolf girl from the roleplay, she's kinda hot too. But there's a lot of good characters in the show, man. I need a season 2. I need season 2. I need this to be a seasonal anime. But anyway, that's all we're going to talk about with this one. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comments, how did you think about it? What did you think about Interspecies Reviewer? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. Also, follow me on Twitter because I tweet some dumbass things sometimes. And follow me on TikTok because I make Danganronpa edits now. I guess it's my life. And also, donate to the channel if you would like to via Cash App. All the links are in the description below. And until then, this is your boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.
I pray my big as the Eiffel Tower, so I can fuck the world for 72 hours. Goddamn, I feel amazing. Damn, I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud nine, and this night is never on vacation. Start